Actor and producer Glenn Close donated more than 800 pieces of her costume collection to Indiana University in 2017. Now fans can see 56 of them up close in a new exhibit featuring the films from Fatal Attraction, Guardians of the Galaxy, 102 Dalmatians, and more. How they got to IU is a different story.
A look that led to an evening.
The connection is Professor Bernice Pescasolido. Bernice, as you may know, studies the stigma of mental illness, and Glenn has a national nonprofit called Bring Change to Mind that is dedicated to reducing the stigma of mental illness. Bernice invited Glenn to come to campus, and during that time, I think Bernice knew she had these costumes that she had collected, and Glenn was trying to figure out what to do with them.
So I looked all around the country, frankly. The first place I looked was the Met in New York. That they have costumes, but they told me that they do not collect theater or movie costumes. I went to Austin, where I know they have a big archive for papers, but no one, literally, that I know of or that I could find out, had the kind of facilities that Indiana University has.
She really wants them to be things that spark educational experiences for people, and obviously also to ensure that the public understands the art of costume construction.
Those women in the back room at the tables, cutting, sewing, beading, they're the people that we should be celebrating as well.
And what happens after a film wraps or a theatrical production finishes, those costumes typically get recycled, they get pulled apart, they get given away, they get thrown out, and she couldn't bear the idea of these incredible works of art that happening. So she started writing into all of her contracts that she got to keep the costumes.
And nobody thought anything of it until Disney realized how expensive all the costumes were. And understandably, they wanted to make me a second set. And I said, no, it has to be the original costumes that I stood for hours in the fitting room and saw come to life.
I have so much to atone for.
Universities have been the most consistent form of preserving human knowledge. So this is an example of preserving human creativity.
McRobbie says she hopes Close can see the exhibit herself during a visit in August. The exhibit is open at IU's Eskenazi Museum of Art through mid-November.